the coming of the Lord. He's trembling out the vintage where the grapes of wrath are stored. He has loosed the faithful lightning of his terrible swift sword. God's truth is marching on. I have seen him in the watchfires of 100 circling camps. They have built him an altar in the evening news and dance. I can read his righteous sentence by the dim and flaring lamps. His truth is marching on. In the beauties of the lilies, Christ was born across the sea, with glory in his bosom that transfigures you and me. Jesus died to make men holy. Let us die to make men free. While God is marching on. That's why we sing, glory, glory, hallelujah. Everybody sing, glory, glory,
to the platoon who patrol the hazy jungles of Vietnam, and the young man or woman patrolling the mountains of Afghanistan today. We remember and we honor them all. Thank you.
Good afternoon, everyone. First of all, giving honor to God, Pastor Webster, fellow veterans, ladies and gentlemen. It's indeed an honor that I stand here before you today to say a few words about Veterans Day and those who served. First of all, let me distinguish. Sometimes folks get Memorial Day and Veterans Day confused. Let me distinguish between the two. Memorial Day is an American holiday observed on the last Monday of May. It honors men and women who died while serving in the military. Originally known as Decoration Day, It originated in the years following the Civil War and became an official federal holiday in 1971. Many Americans observed Memorial Day by visiting cemeteries, memorials, holding family gatherings, and participating in parades. Unofficially, it serves as the marks the beginning of summer. On the other hand, Veterans Day, which we're celebrating today, Veterans Day is on the 11th hour of the 11th day of the 11th month of 1918. An armistice, or temporary cessation of hostilities, was declared between the Allied nations and Germany in the First World War, then known as the Great War. It commemorates as Armistice Day. Beginning the following year, November 11th, it became the legal federal holiday of the United States in 1938. In the aftermath of World War II, the Korean War, the Armistice Day became Veterans Day, a holiday dedicated to all American veterans who served in all wars, both living and deceased. It doesn't matter whether you served and retired or whether you served for a year or two. The key word is that you served in the military of the United States of America. That oath that you took, when you stood up and said the oath, and there are two different oaths. I don't know if many of you realize it, but there's an enlistment oath and there's an oath that officers took. When you stood up to take that oath, you said, I, and you stated your full name, do solemnly swear or affirm that I will defend the Constitution of the United States of America against all enemies, foreign and domestic, that I will bear true faith and allegiance to the same, that I will obey the orders of the President of the United States and the orders of the officers appointed over me, according to the regulation of the Uniform Code of Military Justice, and you ended it by saying, so help me God. On the other hand, the officer's oath of office says, I, and you stated your full name, having been appointed an officer in the service that you were appointed to in the United States, as indicated above, and the grade that you were being given the oath to, do solemnly swear or affirm that I will support and defend the Constitution.
The American Serviceman's Creed. I am an American service member, Army, Marines, Navy, Air Force, and Coast Guard. I am a warrior and a member of a team. I serve the people of the United States and live the military values. I am proud to be an American service member. I will forever endeavor to serve God, country, and service in that order. I will never quit. I will never accept defeat. I will never leave a fallen comrade. I am disciplined, physically fit, and mentally tough, trained and proficient in my warrior tasks. I will always maintain my arms, my equipment, and myself. I am an expert and I am a professional. I stand ready to deploy, engage, and to destroy the enemies of the United States of America in close combat. I am a guardian of freedom and the American way of life. I am faithful to a proud heritage. I have always answered my nation's call. A tradition of honor, a legacy of valor, a guardian of freedom and justice, a proponent of honor, courage, and commitment. Nothing about the freedom enjoyed by this nation's citizens was free. It was purchased by the commitment and sacrifices of this nation's best. So, with God's help, I shall endeavor to be one of his noblest works. So help me God. If I may deviate from the program for about 30 seconds, Dr. Coney, I would like to take a moment to recognize those invisible warriors. I would be remiss if I did not speak of those. For they were the military spouses that stood behind their husbands and wives during their time of service. For you see, they had the toughest jobs in the military. They kept the kids in line. They checked the report cards and the homework. They done the cleaning around the household, the preparing of the meals, setting up and preparing for the permanent changes of station for the military moves. They've done numerous other intangibles that we cannot talk about. For if it were not for the invisible warrior, where would our warriors be? How could the warrior be which he was inclined to do, as we spoke about earlier? So when you think about the whole military team, Army, Marines, Navy, Air Force, and Coast Guard, think about the invisible warrior that kept the household fires warm. Thank you much.
Your service song called Please Rise. Please rise and stand proud. United States Army. You give a round of applause. Marines. United States Air Force. The United States Coast Guard. Since we're all Americans, let's stand as one student and honor America by singing the national anthem.